everybody. How you doing? So this is a really great concept I'm excited to talk about in getting to understand blues soloing and phrasing, and more importantly, getting out of just the first position of pentatonic. So we're going to keep it really simple, but this is going to be really fun for you to do and the quickest way for you to get out of the first form of pentatonic and feel free across the fretboard. So we're going to start with the key of A. What we're going to do is we're going to find a way that we could go through all forms of the pentatonic scale and maybe even take a little bit of the theory out of it and just enjoy playing and look at how simple it can be done. When we look at the part of the pentatonic scale, we have these chord notes right here in the center. And in playing, it's really important to know your notes. And this is an A note right here as we started the scale. So this is my octave. And this is going to be my reference point to this whole concept that we're going to work with. We're going to find all the places in A minor pentatonic where these notes exist. More importantly, we're going to find out how we can access them quickly and easily. And then from that point, you can talk about all the other licks and things that we've done within those notes, and you'll have them all over the whole guitar. So octaves on the guitar lay out just like this. Let's talk about that if you're not familiar. My A octave is going to be here. And then if my index finger is on A, my next one is going to be up on the 10th fret, 2nd string. And on the guitar, we have A's all over the place. So we want to be comfortable with where we can find those guys and how they can be used. Here's another way to look at an octave, right? So there's all kinds of ways those A's. And that right there is just kind of fun to mess around with. But when we're looking within the form of the scale, I'm going to shift my third finger to the lowest note here in the pentatonic scale. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a motion that looks just like this. And it's always going to move just like this on the guitar. It'll change a little bit when we go from the 3rd string to the 2nd string, but it's always going to move just like that. And what I'm doing is I'm moving from this batch of notes to this batch of notes that are the same by just cruising like this. You can almost look at it with a fun analogy and say that whatever's going on in this neighborhood, I can cruise up and repeat all the same stuff in this neighborhood. And then I can take that same motion and I can cruise up and do all the same stuff here. And why, as a guitar player, this is important is you're going to react and or play differently in every one of these positions and make different choices. Within here now, I've got this really nice movement, and I'm going through forms of the pentatonic scale, and I'm not even thinking about it. I'm saying, okay, well, that makes sense. Now, why do I not go here like I did before is because of the way the instrument is tuned. I have to jump up 1 fret, and I go 8 to 10. Let's just keep that really simple. From there, I can go to the next one. So we're moving across the instrument and we're playing the exact same thing as we repeat ourselves. That covers me in quite a few forms and or quite a few places. And the phrases that I'll play here, I can repeat here and or here. Now, where else can I put my A or fret an A with my 3rd finger? Well, I can do that here. That's up on the 12th fret. So that's going to give me all the same business. It's going to move exactly the same way. And it's going to go to this A. So that's pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. And that is going to go from form 3 of my pentatonic scale into form 4 of my pentatonic scale. Now, one thing that we definitely have talked about is how to recreate these licks in other places, these nice simple phrases. And when we do that, we're recognizing now, as we go through the guitar, how I can recreate all that. Now, when you get to form 4, I think this is just a mental note and a very important thing. You're always going to resolve to your middle finger, because these notes off of C and D here, that's the same as this, or the same as, or this. just repeating the same things everywhere. But what's really great is we're just seeing those notes. And you want to play them in every spot and physically hear them yourself. Otherwise, it doesn't make as much sense. You have to get in and play them so you can recognize them. And that, I think, is really, really crucial, because now you've got, and you can work your way back. By learning all of these scales and taking very simple ideas as templates to move around, we suddenly have a big vocabulary of things that we can do, and we're not just in the first position. That's the most important thing. And one of the most common questions I get asked as a teacher is, how can I get out of the first form of pentatonic? So work with this and try it over a jam track. So it's nice to have this in clear, concise form so you can take a look at it and practice it yourself. Thanks so much.